Hello everyone, my name is Scott Goodwill. Welcome to my Module 1 video. Let me start by talking a little bit about myself. Okay, as you can see here, I am a family man. I have a wife and two daughters. We love traveling. We've been into all the four corners basically of the United States over the past several years, and it's something we really enjoy doing together. When I'm not traveling with my family, I love watching Pittsburgh sports, just about anything that's Pittsburgh related. Of course, I'm very excited about the recent Stanley Cup championship by the Pittsburgh Penguins. I also enjoy photography and do a lot of golfing when I get the chance. I play in a golf league every Wednesday evening. So let's talk about this subject here. We're looking at assessment, and we're talking about assessment for learning and kind of comparing it to assessment as learning. Those were both parts of our reading assignments. I look at assessment for learning in the Chapter 1 reading as the formative assessment being woven right into instruction. Not something that's maybe formally written out, stop here and check student understanding, but it's something I think a teacher is going to kind of naturally get the hang of or naturally feel when the time is right. They should do that. There are different ways that teachers can do that. They can, thumbs up, thumbs down, or take a little pull or something along that line. But those assessments should be woven in there so that teachers can kind of assess whether students are getting it, whether they have misconceptions of the lesson, and then if necessary, they can adjust and reteach or go over something over again. As far as the 6 parts of assessment as learning, that was something that I think is built into the lesson. I see it as being used during a performance, based activity, but it's an activity that's used for the assessment. It gives the students kind of a little bit more ownership, I think. But it gives them a little bit more of an opportunity for them to self-correct along the way. So they need to kind of monitor their own performance. So how are they the same or how are they similar? Well, I see them both as being short assessments. They aren't 1 hour long, sit down, paper, pencil, take a test type of assessments. But I do think that they both should do a good job promoting learning for the student. As far as how they're different, there was quite a bit of overlap, I believe. But when I think about the two, I think of, assessment for learning as being more teacher observation, more snapshots, during a lesson, and that being something that's going to shape or direct, future lessons. When I think of the assessment as learning, I think of that as something that the student is doing. They're part of it. It's built in as part of the performance or the activity that they're doing. I did see more alignment with NGSS and that's Next Generation Science Standards and Common Core standards. So it's something that obviously our school district administration would love to see. But there's a closer tie to standards in that regard. So my philosophy is that assessment should be all about learning, whether it's in the middle of a lesson, near the end of a lesson, built into the lesson. As long as students are learning and progressing, I think assessment is good and necessary. I don't think there's just one single way of doing it. I really do believe it depends on the lesson and the types of things that we're asking students to do. If we want students to be able to complete a task, I think the assessment should be part of that. I do believe then, too, that teachers and administration should be looking at that and determining whether it's productive and use it to direct future instruction. So I hope that gives you a little heads up or a little idea what I'm thinking. we're still kind of early in the game, so I think my philosophy is, keep things open-minded. I'm certainly flexible and willing to change, so I'm hoping that future chapters here give me a better understanding, and look forward to getting to know each of you a lot better. Have a wonderful day.